Hello Flosstube, my name is Jani and this is a new video. Welcome to my channel. This is a cross stitch channel. This is Flosstube and we talk about cross stitch and designs and projects and everything in between. So I'm very glad you can join me. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this video. I was planning on record one last video for the end of the year, but it happens that I have a lot of things to show you. So I think, you know what, I will record a video now and hopefully a last video for the end of the year. I want to show you, I talked about in my last video that I was waiting for some stash that I ordered. So I received not all of it, but most of the materials that I purchased, I received this week. So yeah, I want to share with you that. So it's going to be a video like many of our beloved Flosstubers do, you know, with a mail call and a stash and haul and finishes, my God, and some problems in the way, because let me tell you, in my last video I was talking about the last project that I want to stitch this year, and I want to finish something, you know, for the end of the year. And I was talking about how I finished last year also a Mirabilia, and I really want to finish some of my really old whips. So I pick Mermaids of Deep Blue, and I will insert a picture of where I was when I start to stitch in this project. So you can tell that I managed to achieve some progress. But the problem was that I am restitching and restitching again, because I don't know what happened, but I stitch all this part and then I have to frog all this part. I still stitch all this part and I have to frog it and stitch it again. So I'm making, you know, mistakes and mistakes and mistakes after mistakes. So I get kind of frustrated with this project, and I love it. I love it. It's such a beautiful design, you know. As a hard eye fan of Mirabilia, dark eye, well, you know, as a fan of Mirabilia, I love almost every designs of Nora. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling, but I still have 2 weeks for the end of the year, so it's kind of a fun challenge for me. I mean, I don't have to finish this, but I really want it, and you know, it's like a little challenge against myself. So if I don't have enough stress in my work, now I have to put new goals. So yeah, I really want to finish these beauties, but I will continue, you know, working and slowly and more carefully, because yeah, I don't want to keep making mistakes. So this is my whip. Was original my whip for the end of the year, but then something happened. Let me tell you. But first, I want to. Well, the plan is continue with this project, hopefully, and finish it and show you in my review of the year with all my other projects that I did this year. So I want to also share with you some gifts that I received. I participate in a Secret Santa, so I did the gift for my friend, and I don't have it because I already sent to her, and she already received it, and she really liked it. So hello, Rosie. I hope you enjoy your present, and I will insert a picture of the gift that I make here. I stitch this part of the chart. The chart is Lenovo sampler, and I decide to stitch the face of the lady, and I stitch it on a blue Aida fabric, so I didn't have to stitch the background, but I think it turned out really pretty. And I sent a couple of things beside the stitching and the box. So yeah, really happy with my Secret Santa gift, and I'm really happy she liked it. So yeah, I really love this design, and I was thinking on stitch it, the full design, but I have so many projects, and I thought, what, I can make the face and feel like I did this project just partially, but yeah, really happy. And I really love these butterflies. I haven't seen this design stitch so frequently. It's really hard to find, but it's really beautiful, and the letters are great. So yeah, this was my mirror for my Secret Santa, and I received my gift. Originally, the gift was a stitched piece or a biscornu, but I'm really bad at doing biscornu. But my stitchy friend, my Secret Santa, she's amazing, and she make me a biscornu. It's a really big one, and I'm loving it, with the butterflies. And again, I'm loving the the theme, and yeah, it's so pretty. I mean, I feel so like, oh, I don't want to to ruin it or to touch it, but it's beautiful. The butterflies and the beading, and it's perfectly finished. So thank you very much, Mari from Monterrey. She sent me this biscornu and these mittens for for cooking, and Merry Christmas, and also this piece. And she sent me this box, and I love boxes. I have many boxes, and I always want to to have more boxes. So yeah, I was really happy with my gift. And this was a secret Santa with the ladies who attend the Mexican retreat. So it's especially wonderful to have this kind of events and things. And we are already thinking in the next year for the next Mexican retreat. So yeah. And I also received this beautiful creature from my friend Karen. It's a unicorn, and it's color mint, and I love it. I haven't named him, but yeah, he's going to be my stitching companion among the other amigurumis that my daughter make me. So I love this. It's so cute, and it has a beaded belly. and it's a unicorn. My God, so pretty. I will insert a picture because you can so you can take a better look. And she also sent me, Karen also sent me this Christmas card. Thank you very much, Mana. And talking about beautiful unicorns and unicorn charts, did you see? I was watching yesterday a video from Kyle, and sent me in that moment a message. I'm gonna give you a shout out in my video so you can check it. And I was watching the video, so it was really funny. But thank you, Kyle. You're very kind, and I watched your video. You are so much fun. I will put the name of his channel here, and it's a wonderful stitcher. And he posts in the Stitch Mania group about these unicorn charts. I wasn't aware what a unicorn chart was, and it's a chart that you don't have and you want it, and it's really hard to get. So he posts asking about the unicorn charts that we have, and it has, I don't know, like 1,000 likes, and a lot of hundreds and hundreds of answers from all the stitchers community in the Stitch Mania group, talking about the unicorn chart that they have. And my unicorn chart is a sampler from Hands Across the Sea. It's the Uffindell sisters. It was limited edition, so I didn't get it when it was released. So for that I'm always regret, because actually right now it's almost impossible to get a copy. But yeah, it's a beautiful chart, and it's my unicorn chart. So I have many projects to stitch on, and I always loving new projects. But yeah, that one is always, like a impossible mission to get. So yeah, it's also fun to think about that. So thank you, Kyle, again for the post and the shout out. So yeah, I have now my unicorn with me, a little magic creature. So also I just received this last Friday, the wonderful Merry Mail called Christmas by Pam and Steph. Thank you very much, ladies. I'm always watching you, and it was so exciting to receive your card. And I told Carlitos, because in the morning usually they upload their videos on Sunday night or Monday really early, and when I'm preparing myself for the office and putting my makeup, I always watching your videos. And Carlitos already know you, and he told me, oh, your friends are you are watching your friends on Flosstube. And I tell him, you know what, I receive a Christmas card from my friends, and I was so excited. So thank you very much. You are the best. Merry Christmas, and thank you for this wonderful detail with me. So yeah, that was the gifts for the week. And I also received from my aunt Soko, La Tia Soko, as we know her and we love her, from the retreat. She was with me in the retreat. She's a wonderful seamstress, so she make me more project bags. So let me show you the bags. She make this with the clear part, so we can look what project do we have. So I need to put the name tag here, and yeah, this is a very Christmas one, and also these ones are very Christmassy. So I love this, and I asked her to make me small ones, because I always bring in some of my projects with me. So I usually carry a large bag, with my cell phone and makeup and keys and wallet and everything. So I can put these small ones in my bag. So yeah, I love these small ones. But she also make me a larger one. This one I keep here in my craft room. So this one, I love the fabric. It's like a vintage fashion silhouettes, and I really like this. So this is one, and this is really cute, very appropriate. With this, and it's pink, and I love it. And in the front it has the polka dot. So yeah, I really like it. And I'm also made, I show you in my last video, I dyed some fabric and some flosses. So I will show you some of the pieces of the fabric, because some ladies ask me for fabric for their projects, so I already sent them. But this is a piece of Aida 14, and I love my Aida, and working on this fabric. I love to work in linen and Lugana, but Aida, it's a really special fabric to stitch on. So I make this purple, because we all love purple. These two pieces were already dyed fabric. This one was a really pink, hot pink, and I decided to add more colors. So I add really dark purple and hope you can see it, and some greens and some blues, and I love the result. It's linen. It's 28, but it's really opened. I don't know if it's a cashel, I guess, and but I love this fabric. I love the way it came out, and I was thinking in using this fabric for one of the charts that I received this week. This one, it's called the Garden Party, and I love their dresses, and I thought that they might look really pretty in a very dark fabric. So that was the plan until the new mirror came out. We talk about it in a minute. So yeah, I re-dyed this fabric, and also I re-dyed this one. This was originally a piece of picture this plus, and it was like a red, like brick, and clear parts. So I decided to make like a wooden, like a forest vibe to the fabric. So yeah, I dye it again, and you can see the original reds and brick color, but I added these greens and browns. So I really like it, and I don't know, I probably use it for one of the fairies, but yeah, I really like my new, not so new fabric. So yeah, I hashtag making your own stash. And I also dyed some flosses. So these are white DMC originally, and I just dye with a lot of colors, and I really love the results. I love to fondle the flosses, but yeah, I don't have a particularly project to stitch with this. I might create some pattern or something, or might substitute one of these colors in another project. But yeah, I really like it. These are really striking. You can see against this fabric. I really love the contrast. So yeah, another another little make your own stash. So, but I just not only make a stash, I order a stash. So I was planning on get some patterns, mainly the ones that I sold in the Mexican retreat. I order again for me. So, and I have some fabrics that I also had in my wish list. So I have a lot of things in my wish list. So I decided to get it, and a Christmas present for me. So yeah, I was saving a little, and decide to buy me my own present. So I'm covered for the year. So let me show you what I get. Well, first of all, as always, mirrors that I love, and this was a chart, a design that I didn't have, but I always love it, so I decided to get it this time. And as I was told you, I initially thought of using this fabric, But then yesterday it was released the new mirror. It's called Zelda. And I love it so much. So I can't wait to order her, and with all the materials and everything. So I was thinking that perhaps I can use this fabric to bring all the colors in her beautiful dress. And making the design pop. So I still haven't decided yet, but the the main thing here is I have to order the new mirror. So yeah, I got the garden party, and I also got some mirrors that as I was telling you, I sold in the retreat. This one is Shakespeare fairies, and I also love this. So again, I was thinking, how about using this fabric for this? Don't you love it? I do. So yeah, this is so pretty, so pretty. I also ordered Santa. I usually don't stitch seasonal or holiday designs, but I love this Santa because he looks so jolly and happy, and you want to eat it. He's so pretty. So it's Santa by Nora Corbett, and it's full coverage, all this design, but it's fantastic and I love it so much. I talk a little in one of my videos that I wish Nora could make a design like this, with the close-up for one of the fairies or one of the mermaids, with their beautiful face right here, and perhaps the tail of the mermaid here, something that you can appreciate the feature of the faces. So yeah, I follow Nora in her Instagram, and she usually puts works, pieces of her art and her paintings, and they are so beautiful. So I was thinking perhaps a close-up of a mermaid, of a fairy, would be a great idea for a design. So yeah. I also got Gypsy Mermaid. This was another chart that I sold in the retreat. And Luda, hello Luda. I love her, and her channel is amazing, and her Instagram is also amazing, and she's such an inspiration. She stitched this mermaid, and it's beautiful, and she's gorgeous. So yeah, I want to stitch her someday. This one, this was the design for the 25th anniversary of the Mirabilia Designs, the 25 years, and it's I feel like it's a design that I have to have because as a Mira lover, I have to have this design. But I'm not quite sure if I will ever stitch her, because I don't know, I find it a little, I don't know. It's not my, it's not really something that I love, that I want to stitch. It's a beautiful design. It has all the beautiful face, and it came with a butterfly. I haven't opened it, but I guess it's here. But yeah, again, I have watched the stitched pieces on Instagram and the Facebook groups, but I don't know, perhaps with another fabric in the background and other colors, I can make this. But yeah, but I feel it like I have to have it, you know, like a collectible. This one is the Snow Queen. It's beautiful. I love it. The queen from Frozen. So yeah, this is a classic and a beautiful design. And this one is the last big release, because last month Nora released 2 small designs, but I really like this, and you know, I can stitch her in a contrast fabric, or you know, in a light blue, but I really love her. So yeah, and I love her colors. I probably stitch as it is. Yeah, I really like it. Some other charts that I order, cinnamon stars. I really love this sampler, and when I want to order some charts from 123 Stitch, this is always in my wish list, but sometimes it's you know, you can find it, and sometimes it is, and this time that I was making my purchase, I saw this and I said, you know what, right now is the time. So yeah, I will probably use my the DMC colors, or perhaps some of the colors that I dyed. But yeah, this is another chart that I was wanted. This is a Lit House sampler by Rosewood Manor, and yeah, I love it. I love it. I ordered a hank of silk from Silks for Us, and I was thinking that I can use the colors in the hank of silk that I'm expecting. So yeah, I will let you know, but I love it and I will stitch it. I also got this Quaker House sampler. It's very similar to another chart that I have. Let me check. Yeah, it's very similar to this one, to the Scarlet House, and I thought, you know what, I can have both. Why can't have what? Why do you? Why have one when you can have both? Yeah, is like that? I don't know. But yeah, I wanted both, and the colors are similar, and the design it's very complementary. So yeah, I got this because of this. And I got this because it's lovely, and it's very similar to this one that I already had. This one is what is this? Birds of a Feather from Blackbird Designs, and this chart Teresa from Kitten Stitcher showed this chart, and I love it, and this is the original sampler. So I was thinking, I look at this from Barbara Anna, and I thought, you know, it's kind of not similar, but you know, and I ordered this, but then I realized that these circles are not stitched. There are pieces of fabric that you have to add to the design. So yeah, I wasn't sure about it, but it's a beautiful design. So yeah, I have two kind of companion charts. And then I ordered this from her string sampler, and these two I also sold in the retreat, but I need my copy. So yeah, so I ordered this again, and yeah, I love it. This is a classic. I perhaps I will stitch the phrases in both designs in Spanish, so I have to make the conversion. But yeah, these designs there are must have in the stitcher collections, I guess. I think so. Yeah, beautiful designs, as everything from her string sampler is. And I ordered some fabrics. Oh, I ordered a few pieces of this fabric for for finishes, and I love it. And had the stitched letters pattern. So yeah, I must finish small things in order to use this beautiful fabric, to make like pillows or beautiful things. So I love the fabric. I really like it. And this design, oh my god, so pretty. Also this one, for yeah, pillows and smalls. So I have to watch very closely again the videos from Bona Twister Stitcher. But yeah, I had the fabric too. To finish them. This one is so pretty and so girly, and I love this. Also this one, it's really similar with different color in the background. Again, I got two pieces of these stitched letters because duh. And this one, so pretty. Yeah, so I need to stitch small things to finish with this fabric because I usually stitch in larger projects. And I also got some fabric. This is 28 Lugana. I probably dyed this, but yeah, it's a ivory fabric, really basic, and really always we need something like that. And these are some from Wichel Jovelan, and they came hand dyed. It's very subtle, the dyed here. So this is pink with white, so it's really subtle and pretty, and it's Jovelan, so the Lugana feel and even the linen feel really stiff, but Jovelan, it's so soft. You feel it so soft. I have stitch on Jovelan and I really like it. I stitch my my Moon Fairy on Jovelan on a piece of Wichel dyed fabric. And I really like it. It's really soft, but the threads in the fabric are more close, or more in the Lugana you have more space between the threads, and in the Jovelan, as in Monaco, the threads are really close together, so it's a little not hard but difficult sometimes. I don't know. I guess I'm used to Lugana and linen, where the space between the threads is larger, so it's easy for the floss to go. So yeah, but Jovelan, it's really soft, and nice to stitch on. So I have this pink one, I have this one, it's berry, mixed berry, and it's, you know, a blue and purple, so really pretty. This one, it's Caribbean blue, also in Jogoland. So perhaps one oh, it got a little too similar with this part, but yeah, I can use one of these fabrics for her. So really loving this one. And this is Babbling Brook, and it's more like a cloudy, stormy sky. I love it. I love you know, dye fabrics when you can see the difference. I also like you know, subtle difference like this case, but I love this one when you see, you know, one color and the other. And I got these pieces of 40 count. I don't know if this is mallow linen, and this was really very cheap, so I got 2 pieces, but I don't know if it is for the kind of linen that mallow is, or I don't know, because it feels, you know, a little stiff. I usually stitch on 40 counts on cotton fabric that I get here in Morelia, but this feels a little weird. I will have to try it, a little piece. But yeah, I need 40 count in my life because I'm stitching a lot of samplers and things, so I thought, you know what, you might need more 40 count. And this is actually the first piece of linen that I have in 40 count, even though I have stitched 40 count is cotton. So yeah. And finally I ordered a piece of 32 vintage country mocha in Lugana, and I will insert a picture here because I have a piece of this country mocha that I dyed, and I don't know if you are aware that this fabric is only dyed in one side and in the other is, you know, plain. So I took a piece of this fabric and I dyed in gray shades, really dark, like black and gray, and it came out beautiful. And in this part it you know, took the same shading of the original fabric. So I will put a picture here. Yeah, because I don't have that fabric. It was a commission for a friend, so I sent it to her. She is planning on to stitch on that fabric fairy moon, so I think it will look really pretty. So let me continue showing you what I got, so you can see. Okay, I was telling you in one of my videos that I placed an order for Owl Forest. It's a Russian site that sells patterns and, you know, the charts and the kits for their designs. So thanks to Michelle Panda Stitches, who I love deeply, she showed a picture of this design. It's like a sampler style with a lot of characters. And I'm not familiar with the story, but all of these designs have a background story, so I need to read about it. And McKenna, yeah, McKenna and her, if you don't know, McKenna opened an online store. I will put the name here, and go and get something from her, because she has amazing charts and fabrics and finds that she got from the thrift store, treasure. So yeah, go and visit McKenna. And McKenna showed that she got this kit also. So I ordered 3 kits. The first one is this. I asked Michelle how she ordered from the site, because it's in, first of all, it's in Russian. So you put the Google translator, so you can find what is saying. But Michelle sent me an email from Elena, the owner, and I wrote Elena, and she asked me, what do you want? And I say, oh, I want these kits, and she sent me a PayPal invoice, so I could order from her. So I asked Elena if it was okay if I share her email. So if you want to get these wonderful kits, you can order and send her an email. So in English, I wrote it in English. I don't know if she speaks Spanish, but I wrote her in English, and she's very, very kind and so nice. So yeah, I will put Elena's email here. You can check in the page in Owl Forest site for the designs that you want, and then you can write Elena, and she can send you an PayPal invoice. So yeah, this is let me show you the kit. McKenna already showed you. Well, first of all, I after looking in the site, I thought the boxes were bigger, but they are not. There are small boxes. You don't need a bigger box. But I thought after watch the picture, I was expecting bigger boxes. So first of all, they are small and beautiful. So I ordered this, and they came with the flosses. Elena and the people in her business dyed the flosses. So you get the flosses that you need for the project. You can order the fabric. In the kits that I ordered, you can get linen, or you can get Monaco. So I ordered I ordered linen, I'm sorry. And this is Belfast. It's a 32 count. So she sent you the fabric according to the size of the pattern. So yeah, and it's serge, and it's swagger. Sorry, the linen it's swagger, so it's really quality fabric linen, and the flosses are cotton flosses, and they are not DMC. The brand is Finca, but they are really great quality, so you won't have any problem stitching with this. And she sent you the card, the bobbin. So this is the symbol that came in the chart. So you have your card, and your bobbin, and with the symbol. So you just need to bobbin the flosses, and she sends you enough material for the project. And perhaps you can stitch twice, but you have plenty of material for each project, so that's great. And according to each kit, she sent you a needle minder, very similar to the design. So here this is the design, and the needle minder is a tree and with the needle, and yeah, really cool. And the chart is really large, so you can see perfectly the symbols and the colors, and everything is very clear. She separates by you know, little motifs, so you can follow easier. Yeah, the instructions are in Russian, but I mean, you can scan the instruction and make a Google translation, but perhaps that's not even necessary. It's all very clear. So this was my first kit, and this is the card, Owl Forest. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Perhaps we can make a salve with with McKenna and Michelle Bendy, and you know, stitch this project together, and you know, to try to complete this beauty. And I also order, I don't know the names because they are in Russian, so I'm not really familiar with the names. This one, it's again, the name escapes me, but you know, it's a frog princess. So again, the kit is beautiful. You have in this package, it came with 2 needle minders, one with a flower and one with a frog, and the needle, and again all the threads. So you can see this pink one, it's a small amount of thread that these 2 greens. So she sent you according to the needs of the design. Again, I asked this kit with linen. It was a Belfast 32, and the fabric came, you know, serge, and according to the size of the design. So everything is very carefully packaged, so you don't have any problem trying to figure it out, how to start. Well, that's not even a problem, I guess. We always want to start new things, at least that's in my case. Again, the graphic, it's very clear. It's really large. I usually take pictures of my chart, and I keep this one, you know, intact, so I'm working in my iPad or in my phone, so I won't damage the original charts. But yeah, everything is really cute. And finally, I ordered another kit. This one, again, sorry, don't know the original name. I call it whale sampler, and this is also a story. In Instagram, they told me, you know, if you want to know the story behind this image, and they sent me the link. I haven't been able to watch it or read it about the story, but it's a fairy tale, so I love it so much. And when I see it in the site, I immediately wanted to order. I mean, originally the design that drew me was this one from Michelle Bendy, and I ordered this, and I ordered the frog princess. It's really pretty. I don't know if I show you, but she's wonderful, and she's going to look amazing in the fabric. So yeah, and then I look this and I say, oh my god, I love it. Because it's very Quaker sampler kind of vibe, but it's a whale and it's adorable, and she's kind of smiled, and she has, for me, is a girl. She has these beautiful eyes, and all the motifs. I don't know, I love it when I saw it. So I post a picture in my Instagram. I will put it here. I I posted in my Instagram, so many of you comment, oh, it's a really pretty design and everything. And Tash, hello Tash, I watched your video this morning. Great that you finish almost, how many were there? 13 or 15 whips, so great for you. So she saw this, and she wrote me, you know what, I have this kit, perhaps we can, start it together. So I said, yeah, let's all start something together. Yeah, but yeah. I got the materials again. They were really cute. The fabric in this kit, it's a Belfast 32, but it's vintage. It's let me see if I can read it. Not really, but it's vintage. So it's not completely white or off-white or beige, but it's a little yellow stains. So it's really pretty, and the threads, all the flosses are beautiful. In this kit, I already put the flosses in the correspond bobbins. So you receive the kits like this, and you put it in the bobbins according to the symbol. And yeah, I put it in one of my metal rings, but it's really easy, and the colors are not very much, just a few ones, and the variegation in these flosses is so pretty and so subtle, but so pretty. So I decide to make a little start of this beauty, just to taste to test, not taste, yum, 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 to test the flosses and the fabric, and follow the design. So this kit came with this needle miner, with this little boat. So I started and stitch it. I stitch and stitch and stitch, and I have finished to show you. This is my whale sampler. I put the real name here, but I finished. It only took me a week, and because I was really frustrated with my mermaids of deep blue, I decided to stitch something else. And you don't have to ask me twice if I want to start a new exciting project. So I start this and I finish, and I love it. I don't know if you can see the fabric that is not completely white or beige. But yeah, look at the colors in the flosses. The variegation is amazing. It's really subtle, but you can immediately see the change in the color. So this is stitched in the linen that she sent me, and I use the flosses of the design, and I use two threads, 2 by 2, and the coverage is great. And I stitch one stitch at the time to achieve this effect, for you know, to really appreciate the variegation in the floss. And even though it's really subtle, you can tell, and I love it. I have something here, yeah. So yeah, this is one color, and it's this one. So you can see the variegation, and all the motifs and everything are so pretty. It was a really easy stitch to do. I was, you know, trying to occupy my mind in something else besides work, because I work in manager and finance and a lot of numbers, and this end of the year is always very stressful in the job front. So at night I came home and stitch and stitch and stitch. So this week I finished this beautiful sampler, and I'm in love. I hope I finish everything. No, I am looking that I need to put a little I'm missing one of the motifs, this one, because I finished this morning and I was, you know, anxious to show you, so I need to put another red motif here. So you can see that I have left some floss, but this is not enough for another to stitch the same design twice, but you have plenty of floss, so don't worry. So oops. These kits are really good. I love them. The design was amazing. I enjoyed it very much. I stitched it really fast because the design is great, the flosses are beautiful, and you know, I need to finish it. So yeah, my whale sampler is finished. It's not named that way, but we call it whale sampler. And I have some frames for the last time. I got many rustic frames, so I have one that that is the perfect side for it. So let me show you. Let me remove this. So the size is perfect, but I'm not quite sure if I want to put it in this frame or not. But now I have the choice. So yeah, isn't this beautiful? I love her. So cute. I love her blue eye. That's everything. And these little chips, boats, I don't know, and the fishes and everything. I have to read the fairy tale because Tash was talking about how it's a really sad story for the whale. So I don't know if I want to read that, but she's my hero and I love her so much. So yeah, this is my surprise finish of the week. I could even you know, fully finished with this frame, but I'm not quite sure if I can use this. But yeah, and now I want to focus again in my mermaid. Perhaps I can finish them again, not again, I mean this time. So we'll see, we'll see. So yeah, my little whale, I love her so much. So also this week I was watching Teresa, and I love her, Kitten Stitcher, and she always talks about things that she's into. So I thought, you know what, I might talk about a little bit. This week I'm all about I'm into beeswax. Yeah, to work with my threads. I usually don't use, you know, thread conditioner, but I make this for the Mexican retreat, and because I know many stitchers use this. But I usually don't, so I started since last October to use this, and yeah, I feel great, and my thread feel great, and it's really nice to work with this. So I'm really all about this right now. I'm also all about my needles, Boeing 28. I stitched with this and I love them. I have many package because I don't want to someday wake up and find that I don't have any of these beauties. And yeah, I love this very much. And I usually sometimes I bend some of the needles, but usually I can, you know, finish a full project with just one needle. I finish this with one needle. I finish my Gypsy Queen with just one needle. Sometimes, for example, with Mirabilia, I usually stitch the metallics with a larger needle in order not to the metallics fray too much. So, but yeah, I can finish 2 or 3 projects with just one needle, so that's great. But nevertheless, I have many package of this one. So yeah, I'm also all into little and cute scissors. I have my scissors fob that I did because, again, hashtag make your own stash and make your own scissors fob. So I got a little plate, and I put it in above a cup, and now I have a little scissor fob that I make myself. And I think it's really cute. So yeah, I make my own scissor fob with 2 plates and a cup. So yeah, that's the report for today. Hope you can watch it, and it's not very long. I will try to edit, and I promise I will make another video for New Year's, or for the last week of the year, with all the review of the stitching pieces and things that I did in 2018. Yeah. So, but if I don't watch you before Christmas, I'm sending you all my love, and have a a Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and great celebration. Take good care of yourself and the one that you love. Enjoy, stitch a lot, and we see you in my next video. Bye bye.